Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this important event in which we honor the hard work and dedicated service of our local educational partners.
Debbie and I host many official gatherings here each year, but truly none is more important to the two of us than this event, to honor those who care for and about our children. Committing your interest, your questions, your encouragement, your skill in ensuring that our kids, in fact, all kids, know that they matter in this community. To civilians, the military might look like an insiders club. To military families, the new schools and those school groups, those sports teams and those activities look very much like insider clubs to those military kids. But not here, not in the Carlisle community area. I know this to be true, not just through my own children, but with conversations of hundreds of military parents who arrive in South Central Pennsylvania from postings around the globe. It's not luck that makes the difference for Army families. It's a partnership in commitment from families in this community. And while the Army does its best to take care of families, we can't do it without you. We need you and appreciate all that you do. All of the armed services have learned how to provide family services, but we've learned the absolute value of folding ourselves into the fabric of our neighboring communities. So it's ironic that even as we strengthen the fence lines around a place like Carlisle Barracks, we have to recognize that we're not islands and cannot be islands. We invest in security because it makes both us and our neighbors safer. After all, more than half of our military personnel actually live in the civilian community, not on military bases. And in that calculus, there is no one more important than the teacher, or the counselor, or the coach, or the school staffer who helps our kids feel safe and appreciated and part of their insider club. So Debbie and I will be leaving this community in late summer. And when we look into that rearview mirror, we're going to be seeing a caring community that took care of our kids while we were here. So I thank you for that. On behalf of my family, on behalf of our Army War College student families, on all military families who come through this area, who know that this is what right looks like. Thank you.
Big Spring School District honorees, staff, and faculty, and guests, please join us. Miss Mallory Ferrands, English teacher, Big Spring High School. Miss Ashley Gleason, learning support teacher, Big Spring High School. Miss Stacy Gibb, Big Spring Middle School teacher. Miss Stacy Kimball, Oak Flat Elementary teacher. The next honoree is from Carlisle Christian Academy. Would Mr. James Kozier, Administrator, Christian Carlisle Academy, come forward to assist with the presentation. Mrs. Donna D'Alessandro, 5th grade teacher. Our third district is Cumberland Valley, with Dr. Fred Witham III, Superintendent, and Mr. Mike Gossert, School Board President. Please come forward to assist in the presentation to the honorees from your district. Miss Jan Beck, English Language Learning, Cumberland Valley High School. Miss Susan Bianca, English Language Learning, Eagle View Middle School. Mrs. Judy LaPointe, English Language Learning, Cumberland Valley High School. Miss Missy Rulapal, Nurse, Middlesex Elementary School. Miss Cheryl Silphy, Teacher, Middlesex Elementary School. Our fourth district is Mechanicsburg, with Mr. Dave Harris, Principal of Mechanicsburg High School, and Mr. John Yohn, Principal, Mechanicsburg Middle School. Please come forward to assist with the presentations. Miss Sandy Guido, Business Teacher, Mechanicsburg High School. Mr. Mark McManus, Social Studies teacher, Mechanicsburg High School. Miss Christina Paternity, Special Education Learning Support teacher. Our next group of honorees is from St. Patrick's School in Carlisle. Would Very Reverend Forey and Mr. Christopher Rice please come forward to assist in the presentation? Miss Trinity Kane, kindergarten teacher. Miss Jessica Melfis, kindergarten teacher. Our next group of awardees is from South Middleton School District, with Dr. Alan Moyer, superintendent, and Mr. Michael Burke, school board president, please come forward to assist in the presentations. Miss Kristen Baer, nurse, Yellow Breeches Middle School. Mr. Aaron Beardmore, mathematics teacher, Boiling Springs High School. Miss Tracy Lyons, 5th grade teacher, Iron Forge Elementary School. Miss Kimberly Spizek, assistant principal, W.G. Rice Elementary School. The next honoree is from Trinity High School in Camp Hill, with the Dean of Students, Mr. Gagliano, and faculty member, Mr. David Geisel. Please come forward to assist with the presentation. For our awardee, Mr. Alan Blackledge, social studies teacher and former soccer coach. Would Mr. John Friend, superintendent, and Miss Paula Boussard, school board president, please come forward to assist in the presentation. Mr. Ed Boardman, head coach, cross country and track and field. Mrs. Heather Bosniak, World Language and English Learning Department Chair. Miss Camilla Kennard, English Learning Teacher, Hamilton Elementary School. Mr. Matt Fonstock, Gifted Program Teacher and High School Student Council Advisor. Mrs. Melissa Klingel, Family and Consumer Science Teacher, Wilson Middle School. Mr. George Knoll, Athletic Director. Mrs. Betsy Richwine, Counseling Secretary. Mr. Eric Sands, Director of Management Services. From the Tiemann Child Development Center at Letterkenny Army Depot, with their director, Ms. Kendra Weiser, come forward to assist in the presentation. Ms. Laura Shuley, Child and Youth Program Assistant. Next, we will recognize our awardees for the Moore Child Development Center at Carlisle Barracks, with the director, Mrs. Cynthia Burwell. Please come forward. Miss Mary Angelia Larkin, Child and Youth Program Assistant. Miss Dawn Prettyman, Child and Youth Program Assistant. Our final group is from the Youth Services at Carlisle Barracks, with the Director of McConnell Youth Center, Mr. Robert Susky Jr., come forward to assist. Mrs. Sally Bathovic, Nutrition Specialist. Miss Elena Kelso, School Age Program Lead.